Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, good morning. I woke up this morning and I saw this message. I said it earlier on that our people are the one holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, all of them don't come out one after the other. You know, we call everybody, but we refuse to call the main target, the main person who is working day and night to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never receive a fair trial, which is Bianca Ono. Look at what this idiot says. Say, calm is needed. Tinubu's minister faults Nnamdi Kanu's life sentence. We still remember how this woman got her appointment because she went to California, USA. There is a forum. I think there is a summit. Our BIAFRANS Igbos in US they organized. Maybe because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, just to speak to the whole world. This woman went there after she spoke finish. The next day we saw her name appear on the list of those Tinubu is going to give appointment, and everybody was like, she's not going to take it till after all. No. She's fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. Some people have this argument that having her as a minister for state, a minister of state for foreign affairs, which is just a junior minister, that it will draw her closer to Tinubu so that she will work for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. Everybody, we argue this since Bianca Ono, the idiot Akona, get there, she lock up. She never said anything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. For how many years now? For her to say anything now is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been convicted. In fact, they are celebrating. Any one of them that open mouth to write anything, even the ones that are even dumb, are the worst. These ones are the ones who will come out now and tell you Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released because they want to cripple Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through sentencing. Somebody who murdered over 400 people we are given 20 years imprisonment. If that person go for appeal, maybe they will drop it to 5 years, which I'm very, very sure. A Fulani man, the commander, they say, that as Tinubu is the commander-in-chief of Armed Forces Ruling Council in Zoo. That is how this guy is commander-in-chief of IPOB. Don't forget, Boko Haram is IPOB sect. Boko Haram, they come from IPOB before they formed that Boko Haram. So this guy might be the overall commander of all the killings going on in that northeast, northwest, and north central. Both the ones happening in the middle belt. They gave him 20 years imprisonment. They will go for appeal. He's a Fulani man. And then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was read everything. He spoke, and then life imprisonment. They even quote Bible so that they are going to indict the international community and also the Christian faith. That because God is a merciful God, that was why they don't need to give her a death sentence to automatically have life sentence. So in Nigeria now, I be in that room. Once you kill, my brother, your sentence will be fair. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make a very great mistake. All those times where where Nigerian government they buy people, he would have been saying, "I'm the one who did it. I'm the one who did it." Maybe by now they would have given him 5 years imprisonment. I'm just saying, don't come to my comment section now begin to cry and say I wish Nnamdi Kanu very bad. Okay, the Akuna don't speak. Christian genocide, Ribadu meets with U.S. defense chiefs over Trump's warning. Nnamdi Kanu, they don't move and go they don't move am from DSS custody to Sokoto prison. When I see where the kind of brother go, the guy they sentenced to 20 years was dropped at Kuje prison. They carry Mazi Nnamdi Kanu all the way from Abuja to Sokoto prison. And then we have men. In fact, we don't have men now. What we have is women. Anyway, my people, I don't have much time to waste. Let us go straight to the reason why we're here this morning. There's no much time to waste. Like, share, comment. Please follow us on all our social media handles. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Ono, has faulted the conviction and the life imprisonment handed to the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Bianca, a former ambassador to Spain, described the judgment as painful blow to the southeast. Nigerians recall that Injustice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja had on Thursday convicted Kanu of terrorism, handing down a life sentence. The judge had found him guilty of all 7 count charges leveled against him by the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But in a statement on Friday, Bianca Ono said the ruling delivered by Injustice James Omotosho was not the outcome Ndibu anticipated nor prayed for. Appealing for a restraint, the former Nigerian ambassador noted that any provocative response could worsen tensions across the country and and among Nigerians abroad. There comes a time in the history of the people when calm is needed. That period is now, she said. All actions that may be deemed incendiary or escalate the situation must be curtailed. A word is enough for the wise. She urged Southeast residents and Nigerians generally to not resort to anger or violence following the development. Bianca, the widow of late Biafran leader Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, insisted that only collective dialogue among Igbo leaders could pave the way for a political solution. She called for a broad engagement involving Southeast governors, senators, House of Rep members, traditional rulers, clergy, political leaders, and business elites to interface with the Fulani government on resolving the crisis. Beating the drums of fury will only lead to diminishing returns and, in the worst case, more wastelands, she warned. The most effective path toward resolving this crisis is dialogue. Bianca stressed that peaceful coexistence in Nigeria is only possible when the Igbo people are treated with fairness and dignity. She said she remained optimistic that the impasse could still be resolved in a matter that reduces national tensions. I oblige everyone to remain calm and patient, she added. Now is the time for us in Alibo to put all hands on deck and jointly seek a political resolution. Christian genocide. Ribadu meets with US defense chiefs over Trump's warning. I thought and I said there's no genocide, so now I don't agree. The National Security Advisor, Ribadu, meet with the United States Defense Secretary, Pete, and said, and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, on Thursday. This development follows Donald Trump's explosive threat to deploy American troops to Nigeria, guns ablazing, to confront alleged anti-Christian violence. According to ABC News, the meeting confirmed by two U.S. defense officials was not listed on either Hex's or Kane's public schedules. Ribado's arrival at the Pentagon was also close to the press, underscoring the sensitivity of the discussions. The talks come after Trump earlier in November ordered the Pentagon to prepare for rapid military action in Nigeria if Abuja failed to curb the killing of Christians. The issue has gained significant traction within conservative political crisis in the U.S., including support from lawmakers like Senator Ted Cruz and Representative Ray Moore. In a November 1st post on his social media platform, Trump warned if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and may very go into that now disgraced country, guns ablazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists. Nigeria has dismissed the renewed U.S. designation of the country as a country of particular concern, calling the allegation that the government allowed religious persecutions with information rooted in flawed data. Nnamdi Kanu have been moved from DSS custody to Sokoto prison. The legal counsel to the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu Aloysius Sejumako, has disclosed that the convicted agitator has been transferred to a correctional center in Sokoto State. Nigeria News report that on Thursday, a judge at the Federal High Court in Abuja, Justice James Omotosho, found Kanu guilty of terrorism and sentenced him to life imprisonment. In a post via X on Friday, Ejimako stated that Nnamdi Kanu has been moved far away from his lawyers, family, and loved ones. He wrote, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu had just been moved from DSS Abuja to the correctional facility prison in Sokoto, so far away from his lawyers, family, loved ones, and well-wishers. Meanwhile, IPOB has asked Justice James Omotosho to give an account of how its leader Nnamdi Kanu was convicted. Speaking on the development via a statement by its spokesman Emma Powerless on Friday, the group asserted that there were defects, contradictions, and illegalities in Omotosho's ruling. powerful restated Kanu and his defense team's argument that the Terrorism Prevention Amendment Act of 2013, under which he was charged, had been repealed by the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act of 2022. The statement titled, James Omotosho must explain the law under which purported to convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he read, the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB wishes to inform the global community, diplomatic missions, international media, and lovers of freedom that we shall in the coming days and weeks lay bare the fundamental defects, contradictions, and illegalities that define the recent ruling issued by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court, Abuja. For the avoidance of doubt, no gun, no grenade, no GPMG, no explosive, and no attack plan was ever found on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. None, no witness, civilian or military, ever testified before any court at any stage that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu committed any offense known to Nigerian or international law. This is an undeniable fact. Anyway, my people, I beg you, don't have much time to waste. If you're here, we'll take back break. More of these videos is coming your way. Don't forget, today is Saturday, and today happens to be the 22nd day in the month of November in the year of 2025. As you get this message, do the needful. Like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing, because more of these videos will be coming your way. Have a nice day, and may the good luck continue to bless us all. My wonderful people.